You know, if you drive across that 10-mile bridge separating Tampa and St. Petersburg today, the reality shifts way more than just the physical distance would suggest. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're throwing out the glossy tourist brochures and diving straight into the objective housing data. What we found is a stark generational divide and a really fascinating paradox of wealth between these two Florida cities.
On the surface, it kind of looks like they share the exact same economic foundation, right? I mean, both cities average a median household income right around $78,000. But underneath that, their dominant consumer lifestyles are completely distinct. They aren't just neighboring cities sharing a bay anymore. They operate as two highly specialized, data-driven lifestyle poles. And the absolute foundation of this divide? It's generational. Simply crossing that bridge means spanning a nearly 8-year gap in life experience. Tampa's median age sits at a very youthful 36.8, which is totally fueled by emerging workforces and all that urban energy. But then you look at St. Pete, where the median age is 44.5, leaning heavily toward an established, slightly more relaxed pace of life.
Naturally, these distinct populations end up powering completely different local economic engines. It's almost like a giant puzzle. The bridges connecting them aren't just for traditional 9-to-5 commuters anymore. They're facilitating a rapidly changing, modern workforce that's shifting between two increasingly specialized hubs.
Just look at St. Petersburg. A quiet economic revolution has completely transformed the area. Get this, a staggering 22.39% of its residents now work from home. Talk about a real game changer. It shifted from a traditional retirement destination straight into a premier Zoom town. And that shift is driving a totally unique demand for flexible home offices and highly walkable neighborhood centers.
Now, to truly understand what's happening in the real estate market, we have to look past the raw numbers and examine the dominant lifestyle segments. We're talking about the specific personas that really define the culture, the community engagement, and ultimately the housing demand on each side of the bay.
Over in St. Pete, the identity is totally anchored by a group known as the City Greens. They represent 15.9% of households, and this affluent, established group boasts a massive 66% homeownership rate. Now contrast that with Tampa's top segment, the Metro renters. They make up 8.4% of households there, and they're mostly young professionals whose lifestyle footprint is literally the exact opposite.
Which brings us to what I like to call Tampa's paradox. It's absolutely fascinating. Despite a staggering 74% of Tampa's metro renters holding a bachelor's degree or higher, their home ownership rate is a mere 16%. Think about that. This highly skilled demographic is actively choosing to value career mobility and prime urban access over building immediate home equity.
And of course, all these demographics translate directly into hard market realities. Tampa's highly mobile professionals are putting massive pressure on urban housing, which pushes their median home values up to $431,000. Meanwhile, St. Pete's established City Greens are investing heavily in single-family neighborhoods, where median values sit a bit lower at $397,000.
But let's look ahead for a second. The velocity of wealth in St. Pete is surging right now. By the year 2029, their median household incomes are projected to climb from the $78,000 range up to an impressive $89,000. That signals a rapidly accelerating economic trajectory for the coastal city, for sure.
So as all this data accelerates, a really thought-provoking question emerges. Are these two cities eventually going to merge into one unified megalopolis, or are they going to specialize even further? Right now, Tampa is continuing to optimize for the mobile urbanite, while St. Pete is just doubling down as a haven for affluent remote professionals.
Ultimately, there's no objectively better city here. They simply offer completely different lifestyles and demographic realities. Understanding these deep, data-driven differences is absolutely crucial. It's what provides true guidance, helping buyers and relocating households find their perfect fit without all the guesswork. Thanks so much for exploring the data with us today.